Welcome to Living Your Path. I am Cecile Ferry, a coach and astrologer. I'm here to guide you on how to live and work in alignment with your true self so you can find fulfillment and serenity. Hello, my beautiful friends. Here is your cosmic catch-up for the week commencing the 28th of July. So when I was preparing, I looked, this is a rather slow week. Not that much to report, but maybe it's not bad, right? Catching our breath after the new moon in Leo last week, the full moon next week. It's been a lot in astrology since April, May, June. So we'll take a quiet week, thanks. Obviously, there's still stuff happening. The sun is now officially in Leo. You may have felt the difference in the energy where things are picking up a little bit more. Mercury is still retrograde, and you may have felt that too. And Mars is still in Virgo, which means lots of practical energy, get things done, attention to detail. That's good. That's nice for us. So outside of that, two other things to report this week. On Wednesday, the planet Chiron is going retrograde. You may be like, who and what is Chiron? Chiron is the wounded healer. It's the planet that represents our deep wounds, often wounds that we got from our early years, our childhood. We all have that planet in our chart, and it's in different signs. It means different things because our wounds are all different. But Chiron is currently in Aries, and it's going backwards for 5 months a year, and that kicks off on Wednesday. What this means is it's going to be a time we're entering it where we will more deeply reflect on our emotional wounds, and it's a time for inner healing. This isn't about being triggered externally, which can happen when it's moving direct. This is about ourselves and reflecting and kind of doing the work ourselves. So a really good time to journal on those things. The themes of Chiron in Aries is around our wounds, around identity, around our sense of self, self-assertion, feeling enough, and feeling worthy. We can probably relate to some of those themes. Don't be surprised if you find yourself being more in reflection, processing, doing some of that work, ideally through maybe journaling. It's about really meeting you there. That's going to be, in essence, that transit. And so when you do, just take it really easy because it can feel tender. It's kind of deep healing work. And so give yourself time and space to process that, to rest, and to heal. Okay? And the other transit this week is Venus is changing sign. So Venus has been in Gemini for about the last 3 and a bit weeks, and it's going to move into Cancer on Thursday, the 31st of July. And I quite like that because it's going to be quite different. So Venus rules our relationships, rules our values and our finances. In Gemini, Venus is quite chatty, focusing on communication. It's loving having conversations with friends, with partners. It's loving the social side and enjoying and needing intellectual stimulation and variety in relationships. So Venus is very much in the head first, right? Relationship through the head. On Thursday, Venus is moving into a water sign, Cancer. And so Venus is going to be more heart-based. Our relationship are moving from the head to the heart, and we're going to feel more the emotional depth of our relationship. In Cancer, Venus is going to feel more caring, more nurturing, more protective as well. And I think it's quite nice that you go really well together because we're going to feel more like providing care or showing love through care. That means that emotional bonds are going to be really important. We're going to feel like that. So from Thursday for the next 4 weeks, when it comes to your relationships in particular, you will feel more like building these emotional bonds and finding emotional security and safety within your relationships. That also means that you might feel yourself being a little guarded or maybe retreating a little bit if you do feel a little sensitive when it comes to your emotional love life, or if someone hurts you, if love doesn't feel safe, basically, the Cancer side can be coming through as you being really protective and retreating in your shell as well. So what to do during that transit, the practical ways to really live this Venus in Cancer is to cook for someone that you love or someone who is an important relationship to you. Write something or say something heartfelt, communicate your appreciation to someone that you value. Talk to your partner about your emotional needs. I think it's a really good time for that. And when it comes to the house, because Cancer is all about the home and having a cozy environment, and Venus rules finances as well. So this could be a really good time to make some purchases, obviously within reason, to make your house more comfortable and a space where you feel more nourished. So I think that transit is going to feel really nice for our relationships and finances. It's going to be more grounded, and it's going to be really all focused about care and nurture. Just the watch out. We could be a little clingy or we could be overly protective. All right, well, that is it for this week. I think overall, really, the mood or the pace feels very slow to me. A lot of planets are retrograde, so we still have Neptune and Saturn in retrograde in Aries. That is making us think about the vision that we have for ourselves and the person that we're becoming this year. And also we have Mercury retrograde. So I would really pause any major decision until at least Mercury is moving direct from the 11th of August. So until then, just enjoy a bit that peace and quiet that we're having before the full moon next week, and see if you feel the shift in the energy of Venus comes the end of the week. Have a beautiful week, everyone. Remember, it's Leo season, so don't hold back. Go out in the world, express yourself, be confident, be your authentic self, and see how the world responds. Have a great week. I will speak to you next week. Bye, everyone.